What's up, guys and girls of YouTube? It's your boy Kyng Muffassa. I'm taking over for DJ Omoi today, and the first topic is going to be how to write your raps if you're a freestyler. So if you can't write it down, you can only freestyle. I'm going to teach you how to do it, give you a little bit of structure. Now, first things first, when y'all get to writing, a lot of y'all just want to hear a beat and start spitting, and you can't keep those bars. So pro tip number one for all you cats that freestyle, you're going to get you, whether you got an iPhone or Android or whatnot, you're going to go to the voice memo. Something that can record you when you rap while you freestyle. So don't play the beat too loud the way you can't hear yourself on voice memo. But what you want to do is you want to have it at an appropriate level where you can hear yourself on the voice memo. Go back and rewrite these later on. Once you have something recorded, which I got something previously recorded, and I could play a small snippet of it. They can't hear that, can they?
Not really.
Yeah, okay. What you're going to do after you recorded yourself freestyling is you're going to go ahead, you're going to hook it up to your speakers via aux cord, however you hook your phone up to a speaker when you want to listen to music. This is where you're going to pull out your pen and paper, and you're going to go ahead and listen to each and every bar that you're epping every time you go through. And the ones that you like, you jot them down. Once you're done jotting them down, then we're going to get into the structure of how you really get into writing it. And that's a whole nother beast. This is from my recent song that I did, that I had freestyled out, and I put it down on paper. What helps me a lot of the times is, instead of writing a bar out the long way and then putting a slash or a little hyphen in there or whatever, don't do it. Just cut it off, hit enter, and put it underneath the next bar. So you read it kind of like a free-form poetry. And you know everything flows back to back to back, and you put your own pauses and spaces as you ride. Like this at the end of the day. Like, it's very cut up. It looks almost simple if I get it to focus in there.
Oh, I got you.
Boom. It looks very, very much like a free-flowing poem. Very poetic, you know what I mean? Pretty much how it's gonna sound is exactly like it'd be if it was a poem. Make room for the king, cause I'm on the scene. Backwood smoke in my eye because I'm blowing gas. That's that 93. If I could say it and it has some type of flow, then once you hear a beat and you put it together, it's gonna flow real smooth. So it's gonna be a 1-2 punch with mine, because I don't like to write a bar out long like I told you. I like to chop it in half, put one part here, and then right up underneath where I'm supposed to pause at, that's where I put the bar. So it'll be like, make room for the king, girl, I'm on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Backwood smoke in my eyes, I could barely see. And as you can see on here, that's exactly how it's written. Except I took out the explicitives for the young ones. Another thing about structure and all this is when you go to write, if you know you're gonna have a part where you're gonna chop up something, it's gonna be taking 3 bars or like an odd number of bars, space it out in your writing. Just hit space or hit enter twice and put a little space between it, so you know this part is gonna come up and we're gonna chop it up. We're gonna say 3 quick lines, or we're gonna completely switch the flow. So you wanna let yourself know and give yourself a device to do that. And I'll give y'all a short example of that now. All these are broken down into 3 bars a piece. So I space each one of them out to know that each one of these have a different sound to them. I'm Flex Armstrong, pull up with the big whip. Pull up with the prettiest and the cleanest chick. These hoes ain't loving on me like she do. She do me like no other do. I keep her right here close to me, under routes, never undercover, Then I switch it up again. She be on the side of me, flexed out like me, 4-5 in the ride, just like me. See, each one of those change up, and I gotta prepare for that by putting that space in between each and every one of them verses. And then the last one is also is like, if you talk tough, nigga might get put down. Might just hit you up, Bonnie and Clyde style. See, it's a whole nother, it's like changing the flow. You gotta put that space in there to let yourself know I'm finna change the flow, like you would do when you was freestyling. And you always do that before you even get into recording this. So when you get in the studio, it's just fluent. You get to going and doing how you need to do it. And another thing is, gotta get them to understand how like this one works. See, this one works for me, but I don't know if this one works for everyone else.
Yeah.
But like, I got the chorus down twice. See, it's like a double chorus thing, cause in the midst of freestyling, I had 2 choruses. I should be telling them this, huh?
Different ones. It's all good. They see it.
Okay. So pretty much, like, I got another song here I wrote, and as I'm writing it, I was listening back to my freestyle, putting it on paper. I noticed I had two different verses. So, no, not two different verses, two different choruses. So what I did was I wrote them and stacked them right on top of each other when I went back to write them down, so I could see and compare when I'm listening back to the music which one I think would be better. And then, in essence, you never know, you might like them both, and you'll end up keeping both of them, and you'll make one chorus for the first time the chorus comes around, and then it's a whole nother chorus the second time. It's all on you, and it depends on what you want to do. But like me, I just like to cut things up, keep it simple, and let myself know when the ride's going to change. And always write like that when you're listening to your recordings back, because it's going to help you, and it's always going to improve your flow and keep that authentic, smooth flow like you're freestyling still when you get to the studio. And that wraps it up for today, y'all. I'm taking over for Justin Omoi and had this brief little session with y'all to help y'all freestylers learn how to write and capture those bars you lose freestyling and not writing them down. I'm out of here. Quit recording me. Through. Somebody bring me a sandwich. Hi. Hungry.
Pronto.
Chop chop.